morning, and welcome to 115.5 The Bucket List. It's Tuesday, February 21st, 2nd, 3rd, 20. Is it Tuesday? Or is it Wednesday already? I don't know! Well, yeah, I think it's Tuesday. There's nothing on here tells me what day it is. It could be whatever. Okay, There's a couple of things today. I had a bunch of stuff in my head, but when I opened my computer this morning, some of you want me to do something else. Shite. One of the things that was some smartass sent me a little note saying, that my language could be toned down a little if I wanted more viewers. Or, perhaps I could put a little notice up at the beginning that, to make sure the kids don't jump in and... Well, I could make a big sign and every morning before I start, hold up a sign and say, don't come here if you don't want to hear stuff. But you know what? I'm not going to. I'm sure enough people will tell other people that, Joan swears too much, don't go in there. And, well... sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad. Anyway, look. I got a tidbit from Nicola. Wanted me to talk to you guys about the Camelot killing pen. And I'm not able to just come out and talk about that this morning because I had a little look and totally lost my mind. However, I have posted a little video on the Facebook of the horses that are rescued today, and apparently there's some folks on our island that go around doing that. There's also Dale Paulette Stone at the Rocking Horse Ranch in Bedeck, and apparently there are volunteers who go and take pictures at the... God help them all. Fuck. They go and take pictures and try to send pictures to people and see if folks can bid on them and try and rescue as many as they can. I will try and post a link or something to this site if any of you guys are interested in helping out in any way at all possible. I didn't post the pictures of the killing pen because I couldn't. So you just get pictures of the ones that folks are taking. Okay, well, shit, I hate starting my day off like that. Anyway, good news that the kids, we've never won a gold medal in ice dance, virtue and more. Boy, those kids, they sure brought the house down. Now, I left you a video on Facebook also of their dance from last night. It was probably too late for most of you to see it. I don't know if any of you got to copy it or not. Anyway, it's sitting there this morning so you can have a look. And you better be cheering when you see their number because they knocked it out of the park. Those kids were absolutely fabulous. And... God, and we have another young couple that dance also. They're just kids. They're in their teens, for God's sake. And they, at one point, because they were in the first couple of groups, were leading the board, and it was so nice to see their names up there. Damned if I remember what the hell they are now. It's it was good. It was a good day. Okay, well, that sucked. You know what I was going to actually talk about today? I was getting a little annoyed at everybody. You know, they were still doing this thing about, oh well, do you think they'll take the funding away for the Summer Olympics? You know, like what are they going to do now? You know, we're going to shut it off. Every time it's an Olympics or some sort of, and we don't live up to the expectations of all those people out there that think, oh, well, we're spending all this money, they must be able to. Maybe they ought to think about the military. Because we did the exact same thing. Did you know that at one point we had more submarines in the fucking West Edmonton Mall than we did in the water protecting our seas? Really? So they had absolutely decimated the military, whether it was in the Navy, the Army, the Air, whatever, to the point where we didn't have as many people ready to go and protect our shores or whatever than they did in, you know, Borneo. And I'm only saying Borneo because last night, I'm 58 fucking years old and did not know there was such a thing as pygmy elephants. You see, neither did I. And I'm saying, yeah. And the only reason they found it is because they've nearly taken every fucking tree down in Borneo, and here's these poor little elephants still trying to eke out a living. Or, you know, apparently all those lovely exotic woods we want in our homes. Well, you see, we think we're saving the trees here because, you know, or whatever, because, you know, that's what we do. The rainforest, and we're hugging and stuff, and we're saving it. In the meantime, so instead, they go to all these other places where there's only little villages and people, and, you know, they live in bamboo huts and stuff, and so they go in and they ravage their places. But they have animals that we've never seen before. I mean, who knew there was a pygmy elephant? You could bring it home. You know, like everybody did with those poor little pygmy goat things. You know, put it in the back. It only stands this size. A whole elephant this size. Oh, somebody will think that's great sport now because they did have tusks. Anyway, okay. The military. Our whole thing. I mean, in the last couple of years, yeah, they've been trying to rebuild. I mean, but it was like what we did with everything else. We go cheap. I mean, you know, like, and the same with the athletes. You know, there are athletes in other countries who, the one kid from the Netherlands, if he won medals in his village, his whole village, the hydro people there had said the whole village would get a 50% discount for every, or a $50 discount a month or whatever, for every medal that kid brought home. There are other, if they win a medal, it doesn't matter what color, if they win a medal, they get a pension for life. I mean, what do? We make them look like idiots and ask them to come up and explain themselves in front of the whole fucking... What the hell are we? We're just ugly people. We just don't believe in them, and then we send them out there to the friggin' wolves. Anyway, yes, we buy used submarines from Britain, and, you know, we know what happened with that. I think we got one in the water, maybe. And, you know, the one that caught fire, that poor lieutenant died. We didn't even make it across the water. And then, you know, we send them up in helicopters that fall out of the sky because they're so old. But we had one. We had a magic plane at one time. Oh my God. And its name has gone completely out of my head now. I look like an idiot. The Arrow. The Arrow? It was being built in Toronto, for God's sake. It was the fastest, best thing you ever saw. And all of a sudden, strip it apart. Take it all apart. Bury it. Blow it apart. Do not leave any blueprints. Nothing. What the hell is wrong with us as a people? We're not allowed to say, hey, you know, we're just as good as anybody. Or, okay, well, I'm sorry. The killing pen really did me in. I got Camp Town racetrack 5 miles long. No, I got no song. I have nothing. I'm just going to say please. Too late. Okay.